Aloha, everyone. I hope that you guys enjoyed our sort of mini spotlight that we did with our good friend Rio from Japan. His story is just so incredibly sweet, and it really is at the heart of just what our ukulele community is about, right? Just loving the instrument, being able to play music, and everyone's kindness, everyone's aloha. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it, definitely go back and watch that. And now I am really thrilled. One of the things that we wanted to do with the spotlights are not just feature manufacturers and artists, but people who are doing good here with the ukulele. And so there's somebody that we've known actually now for several years who has just been phenomenal. So much of the work he does, like you don't hear about, but we're gonna make him talk about himself today. I'm very excited that we get to have our good friend Larry Santos here with us, here from Ukulele Project Hawaii. So aloha, Larry.
Aloha, thank you. Aloha, everyone.
Yes, so I know you're always real shy about talking about yourself, but I'm gonna bring it out.
It's fine. That's good.
So, Ukulele Project Hawaii. When did this idea even come about, and how did it come about?
Yeah, in 2016, so 8 years now, I traveled with an ukulele, and we went to Miami, went to Kauai, went to Montana, and I just took it with me. But I mean, obviously the passion of ukulele started when I was 14 years old in high school. But in 2016, traveled with an ukulele, and I had a cousin at the time, and I love to give, a shout out to him always. And he was inspired by me, like just playing. And I just never thought I could, ukulele inspired me. I never thought I could do the same. Oh. And he was inspired to play. He had a broken ukulele. So I'm like, you know what, at the end of this, I'm going to give him my ukulele. And I did. I gave it to him. And he was super like, wow. And I did it live stream on an app called Periscope, which is outdated now. But, it really inspired others, like, oh, that's awesome. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it again in 2017. Took another ukulele. And I was like, I should raffle this off for a good cause. Like, what is a good cause? In 2017, I tried looking it up. I really didn't see too much. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of things that really touched my heart where I was like, hey, I want funds to go to this. And so I got a lot of feedback going, why don't you just start something? So that was kind of the birth of Ukulele Project Hawai. And it snowballed into just giving away ukuleles, and I would grab ukuleles. I would send postcards and raise money for this raffle of this ukulele that I was traveling with, and write postcards and go to Facebook Marketplace and buy ukuleles for like $20 and go give them away. And then it was inspired by I don't know if too many people know the story. Uncle Kimo Hussey, he approached us and he said, "Hey, what are you doing with the ukuleles after you give them away?" I said, "I don't know." Like, that's all my knowledge went to. He's like, well, you got to teach. I'm like, oh. Now it opened a whole new thing for me, and teaching and learning and going back to when I was 14 and how I learned, what I learned, and then put it onto paper and be able to teach.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when would you say that Ukulele Project Hawaii officially formed? Like, when did you actually form the company?
I think it's still in the forming process, if that's a answer to give. But the idea obviously came in 2016. In 2019, we were like full headstrong. We already had classes in Kapolei. We had classes in Pro Ridge. We had classes of students from 60 students and from Keiki all the way up to Kupuna. And we're going in and we're in the community and we're teaching at malls and we're doing wherever we can, showing up to educational fairs, showing them how easy it is to learn ukulele with just student ukuleles. And that was it. And of course, COVID hit. We took it online, as everybody did. And then we're kind of going back. And now our community outreaches is not only in the classroom or on stages, but getting those kids out of the classroom, out into the open, out into the public, so they can be more confident in either in front of a camera or in front of others and playing. So it's still a forming process, of us. But yes, the volunteering thing is headstrong with what we're doing.
So it sounds like you guys have a lot under your umbrella, right? Like there's teaching, collecting instruments. Can you tell us more about all of the different things that you guys do? Sure.
So starting off in our home, right on our street, we teach the homestead community. So it's all free lessons for our homesteaders. In Kapolei is the most concentrated of Native Hawaiians on homestead land across the state. There's 4 different homestead communities, and we allow the kids to come in for free. Prior to having our own classroom where kids can come, we went out. We went out to the shelters, IHS in Honolulu, the veterans' homes, and various other places. We are also have our foot in the door at Kai Mohala, the mental hospital out in Ewa. And it's because there's students out there that can't come to class or can't come to a ukulele school that we want to go out there and provide those lessons. Make it easier for them, and no excuses. Cut off all excuses. And being able to just go out there and being in the classroom with them at wherever they're living at. So the biggest one too for us is veterans. My wife and I, 22 years being a United States Air Force, and we love taking care of our veterans, our homeless vets out in Kalailoa, not only providing them with ukuleles, but in there too. So curriculum is built. We have curriculum, and then jams are built for our monthly things. And so not only with schools in the classroom, but going out there into the community and be able to provide our services as well.
That's amazing. Honestly, Craig and I do not know how you and your team do it all, because it's a lot. We always see you posting. And then one other thing I also wanted to point out too is I remember when the Maui fires happened, you jumped into action very quickly. Can you tell us a bit about that and the process of the different things that you guys did?
First, my wife and I and our family came together as prayer to pray for the families and everything that was lost there in Maui and everyone who was affected. Then we thought there had to have been ukuleles lost. So we went out and just started either collecting donations that came in, monetary donations, ukulele donations, monetary donations, or going right out to music stores and just buying whatever we could, things that we already had in inventory, collect it all together and be able to head out there 1 month after the fires. This is about 1 month after the fires, and deliver it. At the first part, we delivered 90 ukulele.
And that's like just you and your wife, Kai. Right?
Yes.
You guys physically delivered the 90 ukulele.
Yeah. So the cool thing is about being in the military, flying up there on an airlines, our bags are free because we're military and they're very respectful of our service. So we went up there with 6 boxes of ukulele, going up there right as our luggage. And we coordinated at hotels because that's where a lot of people were displaced to. We coordinated at schools because a lot of schools lost. So we went to Sacred Hearts, Cam Third was an elementary school. And we met with a lot of students, and not only students, but teachers too. Teachers actually brought their students, not realizing, I remember one story, not realizing he had lost his ukulele too, so he was also gifted an ukulele. So it was a lot of mix and match of anybody that donated. I just wanted to get out there and make sure that it started off. Then we went a month later with a whole bunch of different entities that helped us be able to distribute ukulele as well up there. So it was, for us at Ukulele Project Hawai, we gave away and I was able to give 250 ukuleles from our part, which is a small part of the whole community that got together. So yes, between my wife and I going up there and being able to share ukulele back into their lives was huge.
Wow. And I'm sure, too, because you were face-to-face with the folks, I'm sure that there were a lot of stories and things that folks were also willing and wanting to share during that time.
The biggest ones is coming from dads, being a dad myself and hearing the stories of their families being separated for days at a time. I've heard testimonies after giving the ukuleles to not only the dads, but the kids, and now they're together again, not only as a family, but playing ukulele together. Yeah, it's really, really, really cool testimonies. Really, really cool.
Well, thank you so much for all of that hard work, because I know that during that time I remember talking to you on the phone, trying to figure out what can we do to help and trying to coordinate. And I know you also helped out a lot and volunteered with us when we did the benefit concert as well, Music and Meals for Maui.
That was awesome.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So something that both Craig and I we felt like we kind of instantly connected with you and with Kai, actually, in the videos and things that we saw before we even met you, because we saw so many similarities in like the love and just that general, I guess aloha spirit, right? You just the sharing. And you could have picked any instrument, really. Like, what was it about the ukulele? What was it about that is the vehicle that you use for reaching out to people?
Yeah. I think living in Hawaii, the ukulele it has, I don't want to say it has to be. For me, Portuguese Hawaiian, and the ukulele is a very good representation of our culture.
Yeah.
And our culture is not just the blood that we have going through our veins, but the image that we portray to everyone around the world, the aloha spirit, the ohana, bringing it together. And ukulele, like I said, we picked it up as a elective in high school. The story behind keeping it on my lap and playing it was my pastor coming up to us, or coming up to me and saying, "Hey, how about you come play for church?" I was like, "Oh, I'm not there yet." And like, "Nope, just sit in the pews and just strum. We'll give you the chord sheets." And for 20 years, I never left. I mean, obviously, I got off the pews and went on stage and actually led worship.
Yes.
But it's then, gatewayed me into other instruments. But I believe it's a very easy starting point. It's an ukulele. It represents Hawaii. The word ukulele is Hawaiian already. So every time someone sees it and says it, it mentions Hawaii, our homeland. And it's very recognizable around the world. And it's such a fun instrument to play, any size, any tuning.
Now, what was it that got you to finally write things down? Because I know you said you have a curriculum, you've got things set. So what was it that inspired you to, instead of just off the cuff, actually have like a program?
Yeah. I think it's probably my number one student.
Oh, yeah.
My wife.
Oh.
It's like I teach her something. She's like, "I don't get it. Write it down. Try to figure it out on paper." She goes, "Okay." That definitely helps her. She's my test subject. I go to her. "Hey, how does this look? Go over this. Oh, yeah, I can do that. You should lead off with that." Teaching her circle of fifths. Like, "Oh, let's lead off with that. Let's start with that." So there's a lot of, it's definitely a two-person thing. And like I've said it before, you and Craig is a huge inspiration to what we're doing. I mean, it's really cool that we come up with ideas and I bring it up to one of you folks and like, we're thinking the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just really, really cool. Or the fact that you guys already done it, you know what I mean? And it is, for both my wife and I, is very inspirational what you guys are doing. Not only this, like the spotlights and the tech things and the ukulele and the instructions and just what you guys do with the community is really, really inspirational. Very, very inspirational. Thank you guys.
Speaking of community events, I would love the opportunity to talk to Kai, actually, if you do not mind.
Absolutely. She's the perfect person to talk to.
Fantastic. Aloha, Kai. It's great to have you here, and part of why I'm so happy you're here is we all know behind every guy with an idea, there's usually a hardworking woman. I totally know that from firsthand experience. So tell me more about just all of the things that you do to sort of help with everything, with all the big ideas that I know Larry has.
Thank you so much for having us here today. So, it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
But, I love my husband, and I'm so very proud of everything that he's done. And, the birth of Ukulele Project Hawai has come a long way from when it started. And a lot of the events, it does take a lot of hard work, you know, building binders for the keiki and subbing in to teach them when he's not available. It's definitely a great learning experience, and I love it. I enjoy playing the ukulele. Haven't played it for long, even though we've played worship together throughout our many years in high school and then till now. But the ukulele has definitely inspired me and our boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And then we just had our 6-year-old also play recently in our Kapolei Homestead class. Yes. And then our oldest buddy, our 12-year-old. So he's still playing as of today.
That's awesome. Now, what inspired you to actually start playing ukulele, and how has that, helped you grow throughout the years?
So I always say that I've consistently learn all the time, and I've been a student for 1 year, but it's been many years. And one of the inspirations is I'm a number one supporter of my husband, no matter what he does. So whatever I need to do to help with his growth and whatever he loves to do, I will support it all the way. And even if it means playing the ukulele or teaching, I will do it. But music, it has always been in my family and my background. So I love just to listen to music. I love to play music and sing as well.
Wow, that's fantastic. And I love that the boys are playing too. That's really special. I know that it always brings big smiles to our faces when you guys are able to make it out to Ukulele Club, or even the videos of you guys on the trolleys. But the kids are almost always there. And I
Yes.
think that's so incredibly special for them and also for you just as a family.
Absolutely.
Now, what do you guys have coming up? Because we know that there's a lot of different community events that you guys are doing. So what's coming up for you folks?
Yes. So tonight we play at Kapolei Hale,
Wow.
and we'll be playing all our Christmas carols.
Yay.
And then our second Wednesday of every month, we actually do a learn and jam session at the center stage at Kamakana Ali'i, which I'll be leading that this Wednesday. So we do have a lot of various players that came out to practice on actually playing the Christmas carols. So we'll be doing caroling at Kamakana Ali'i, and then we'll be at the center stage from 6 to 7 p.m. Playing songs with everybody there.
And that's completely free.
Completely free.
Wow, how fun. Are you guys going to be doing any Christmas parades or anything like that this year?
Not this year,
Yeah.
but we have done it in the past. We love our community so much. And since we live in Kapolei, we'll be going to the various Kapolei homesteads and doing caroling within the neighborhoods. So we already have neighbors that would like to host it. And so we already have about 20 to 25 carolers coming out already with their ukuleles.
Oh, how fun.
Yes, and it'll be all in the 4 homesteads that we have in Kapolei.
Now, both Craig and I love all of the community work that you guys do here on island. However, you guys also take this with you off island. Can you tell us about the trip coming up, I know, very, very soon?
Yes, so we are taking the family to California.
Awesome.
Yes, all 11 of us. I have my in-laws as well. We're super excited. We'll be going during Christmas, which is like the first time ever. And as we normally travel to different places, we love to always host some type of ukulele event. And, we focus on kanikapila. We'll have all the chord sheets out there with all the different songs. And this year we'll be doing it in California. We do have a lot of friends as well because we've done it several years already there.
Yes.
And it's called Uke It Up. And this year is 2024. So we're super excited. During Christmas, we're going to be playing Christmas songs as well. And it's just so great to be able to see them because we don't get to see them as often as we'd love to.
Now, for people in California that are in that area, because it's the LA area, right?
Yes.
So anybody in that area, if they want to be able to go, how do they do that?
We also have a website as well, and that will be in the description. You can also sign up for this Uke It Up event as well.
And it's free.
Yes, all free.
Oh, that's awesome. So folks in California, definitely go check it out. Anything that you and Larry do is always tons of fun.
Yes.
So jealous we can't be there, but I know lots of our friends, I bet, can get to go. How fun.
Thank you.
So again, thank you guys, both you and Kai, for being here today. As I said earlier, you guys have inspired us, and I know that you are inspiring others. Now, for people that want to help and want to give, what is the best way for them to do that?
Well, definitely follow our socials. You can see everything that we do. As minimal as sharing our posts is really, really detrimental to getting our mission out there. And our mission is putting ukuleles in the hands of our keiki. That's where it started off. And it's not keiki as an age. I mean, we have kupuna that are starting off in their ukulele
Yes.
journey, even at their age, where they're at. Veterans that are starting off. So in any age, any keiki of Hawaii, that's where we're starting off, is putting ukuleles. So sharing out our posts over on socials. Go to ukuleleprojecthawai.com. It has everything that we have going on there. You can become a patron. You can also be a guest instructor at one of our learn and jams at Kamakana Ali'i. Anything you do, ukuleleprojecthawai@gmail.com. Email me. How can I help? As much as just our PayPal donation so we can buy ukuleles. And not only with ukuleles we supply all the binders, all the sheet protectors, every single print of paper that comes out of our printer is what goes to the hand. It's literally right next to my desk, and we print everything just so they can have them. At any community services that we do, everything comes out right there. So monetary value of it helps out so much. And all of that stuff is at ukuleleprojecthawai.com. In the description below, you can go ahead and go to that link and just support us that way. It's huge. And even like a little simple comment on our YouTube channel of our daily vlogs that we're doing, just documenting everything that Ukulele Project Hawaii does in the community, out at Windward Mall with you folks. And any little thing goes a very long way.
Well, thank you so, so much for sharing about everything that you're doing. I still think it's amazing how much you and Kai can do. And again, you can absolutely help this holiday season or even continuing on after the holidays. They are always giving their time, giving out ukulele, teaching, and we are just so incredibly fortunate and lucky. So thank you again so much for joining us for this spotlight.
Thank you, and thanks everyone for watching.
Absolutely. Aloha.